Hello, everyone. Welcome to Our Kind of Homesteading. We're your hosts, Sherry. Go away.
Shauna.
Go away.
We're in the same clothes because we just did a podcast and now we have to do another one.
That's right. This is what happens
we're trying
when
to
we're
get
behind.
ahead of the game because Sherry is all like pregnant.
Poop.
And she apparently is going to keep being pregnant until she's not, which is causing us to... She just wants to be in your lap.
No, Shauna, it is so hot in here. Like, absolutely 100%.
Which is causing us to get a little bit behind on podcasting. So Sherry's being all selfish with her huge pregnant belly over there. But today we are talking about... Because Sherry and I were talking about like random skills that'd be fun to learn on your homestead. So we're going to do a whole episode on it because I think you guys want to hear some of these skills. And if you have them, you have to tell us if you have the skill. And you have to teach us somehow. So
Osmosisly.
Osmosisly.
Yeah, I think having like once you're like into the groove of homesteading,
That's a good point.
yeah. Once you're into the
Excellent
groove,
point.
I think it's really fun to learn like random shit.
Pick
right?
up new skills. Like me and the chainsaw. That didn't work out. And that's okay that things don't work out.
And that's a good.
It's not always going to be in your skill set. You can try.
And you should accept that fact. You know what I mean? You should just like
I
Shauna
have.
accepting the fact that it wasn't her skill set before she cut her arm off. Probably very good.
I know. You know, everybody I said I wanted to... Every single person was
That should
like...
have been a very good clue to you.
was
That
like,
was just not for you.
You shouldn't use a chainsaw.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's rude that you guys all think, A, I'm either that clumsy.
No, it's not you being clumsy. It's just that you're just not. I can't even envision you wielding a chainsaw. Like it's just not.
Wielding.
It's just
Like
not
it's like
I can never
Excalibur.
envision that. It's weird, and even the idea that you thought you could is absurd. And the only
Absurd.
reason she did was because she was told she couldn't. By the way, she's a stubborn son of a bitch.
I'm not.
And oh my god, she also says she's not stubborn.
I don't
She'll
have...
argue with you about being.
I don't have the patience for that kind of stuff. Like, it's weird.
So,
But, like, I have the patience to,
But-
like, make fucking bread. Like, why? But I can't, like,
Because
the
making
moment,
bread
like...
is
But, like,
amazing.
and... It is amazing. It is. But it's, like, it's relaxing. Like, that's, like, a bunch of, like, loud
Right.
noises and buttons and...
No, and you know what? A big
switchies.
part of it is for me, while the reason I would never want to wield a chainsaw is because I could not include my kids in that. Obviously.
Huh.
Yeah.
Good point.
That is one of your,
good
that's one of your things. The bread making, your kids can come join you, obviously, and they do,
nice,
right?
yeah.
The chainsaw, it's like you're wearing some of these, you're like, what? No, wait, don't get too close.
That's why I also don't
Mommy's
weed eat, by
wielding
the
a
way.
chainsaw. Yeah, thank you. I don't weed eat. That is not my skill set, and I don't want to acquire it.
I don't want to.
I see plenty of girls, women, freaking, well, yeah, chainsaw too. But the whole weed eating thing, you know, you pass them driving, you're like, you crazy little bitch out there weed eating. That's funny. I mean, okay, you go, girl, right?
I'll be in my
you are
kitchen
never
making
going to
some
see
bread.
me weed eating though. It's never going to be a thing. It just, I always have a baby.
That's true.
So I have to do things where
Obviously.
I have to do things where my baby can be with me at all
It's
times.
not wielding a chainsaw.
Not
it's not
wielding
for
chainsaw.
babies.
It's not
It's like
weeding.
you shouldn't eat hot soup over your baby. Same.
You know, fucking Kaiser, right? They give you this like this fucking list when you like go in with your brand new baby, and they're trying to basically see if you're like a good mom. Maybe it's like a psychological test. I don't know what it is. It's weird. And Kaiser's one of the only places that I know that has done this. So
Well, like,
they give
and
you
if
this
you
checklist.
hit like yes, like do they just have like a
Do
long
they come
talk
out? Does
with
an alarm
you?
go off?
Like I don't know. I don't know. But one of the questions is, do you eat hot soup over your baby?
That
And I don't know.
I'm not even
this
joking.
is just like a common
It
sense
was a question
thing.
on this
I
little
mean, I
this
don't
little
know.
checklist. Do you eat hot soup over
You're
your
like,
baby?
well, what kind of soup is it?
You're like, I mean,
How good is the
I
soup?
need
Are we
more
talking
details
about?
here.
Because if I'm hungry, okay, that baby might get some potato bisque in its eye. We're just joking.
Don't
of
worry,
course.
nothing. A good old squirt of breast milk won't clear up.
That's true.
It was just
Breast
such a
milk
random
cures
question. It
everything.
was so fucking
was
weird.
funny.
I'm just like staring down at this thing, like, wait, what? Does that say that? Yeah, it does. It's super weird.
Yes,
funny.
common sense, huh?
Yeah. So, anyways,
So Sherry will never have a baby Bjorn and a chainsaw with her baby packing the baby on her back, just being like, ring,
no, no, it's never gonna be me. And see, and that's a good point, right? we have to do things that fit our lifestyle, and our lifestyle happens to revolve around our millions of kids.
You have millions of kids. I have 2.
Whatever. Sean, you have millions of kids. I have 2.
Yeah, Sherry's like,
I'm not in that same crazy box as you.
No, I'm not. I'm not
But
affiliated with you.
My lifestyle has to revolve around that, and it does. And I homeschool. The kids are always Shauna homeschools. They're always around, obviously. It's not like we have like, oh, off to school. We have 8 hours to
another
chainsaw.
good point. To chainsaw. Well, that sounds awful. Like, okay.
Tell Aiden that. That's all Aiden's doing at work lately.
Ew.
He's just cutting wood. Yeah, it's awful. Anyways, so
It's awful.
I mean, he's getting paid lots of money to do it, so it's fine.
I mean, yeah.
Chainsawing,
It makes
he's
it
like-
better.
Yeah, slightly better.
That's true. We don't like put our kids in a box somewhere and be like, okay, we're gonna go out. And
Yeah, I mean, so I have to do stuff within that fits my lifestyle, and that involves my kids 100% of the time, 24 hours a day, every single minute of every day. That's just how that goes. And so you should think about that when you want to acquire a new skill. Is this going to fit my lifestyle realistically? Because you're just going to be let down. Like if you really do want to learn that, and then you realize like, oh fuck, this isn't going to work because it doesn't fit my lifestyle, but I'm super bummed because I wanted to do it. Well, if you just had probably put some thought into it beforehand, not even worried about that stupid skill set. Like who wants a chainsaw? No one really wants to do that.
I did want to. I mean,
You
I don't want
did
to
not.
now.
You're a lying little
But
bitch.
I did. No.
Yes.
I'm not. I did want to. I was like,
100%.
I think this is necessary for me to do.
You're so full of shit.
I'm not.
The only reason you wanted to chainsaw is because everyone was telling you that you couldn't do it, or you shouldn't do it.
The only reason I wanted to is because my husband wasn't here that one day when I needed to chainsaw something, and I couldn't do it, and I had to take a little saw thingy to the fucking to the tree, and it took me forever, and I was pissed off.
Oh,
That's why I
God.
wanted to do it, because it would have been far easier, and it would have taken a lot less time, just been like with the chainsaw, than to sit there like back and forth. I felt like I was all like old timey, like saw. What the fuck? You know, like the big tree saws, and they go back and forth with 2 people.
I don't know that he hollered out saw.
Yeah, like row,
Did they?
row. I mean, I don't know. It sounds like they.
Oh yeah, they did. I was there. They hollered out saw.
I have no idea.
Saw. That is You're a saw. That's so fucking funny. Yeah. So I think there's lots of things that I think okay. So there's lots of things on a homestead when you hear like skills on a homestead, people automatically like canning and food.
There's all your basic ones.
Yeah,
Okay,
all
we're
your
not trying
basic
to,
stuff.
Yeah, basic.
Yeah, basic bitch.
And we know, like
And
everybody
that's
knows
cool
those
if you
basic
are.
ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. And those are the skills that
And
you
see, and I hate
should
canning.
start like learning, you know, earlier on, like as you're getting into homesteading. Those are all the skills that you're gonna have to know eventually. So you're gonna have to like fucking figure it out.
Fucking figure
But
it
like
out.
there's some things that would be cool. We were just talking about like that would be cool to know that aren't necessarily like you need to know, but it'd just be fun to be able to do and to have that skill set. And I think it would be super fun basket weaving.
So weird.
I know, but wouldn't that be cool? Like to make your own baskets. How often do you need a basket?
Okay, can I also ask you this question though?
Yeah.
How often do baskets fall apart? How often do your kids use them as something?
Exactly. And if you
No,
could
as
weave your
something-
own baskets,
Oh, you're saying then you would just be able to like.
you can mend a basket.
But you could
Probably.
just go
Can
to
you mend
Michael's.
baskets? I don't even know.
No.
I know nothing about basket weaving.
Can you
obviously.
mend? I mean, I guess
You
depending
could just
upon
like
the
I think
amount
of it as
of-
like a fucking sock, right? You can mend a fucking sock. Why can't you mend a basket?
I would never mend a sock.
Same.
Same. It's a good point.
No, that sock
I mean,
is
I'm
now getting used.
100%
As
something
a
else.
rag.
It's a rag, and I'm never mending.
How many
I
rags
don't-
do you need? Like why not just use it as a rag? Like, and it fits like over your hand. It's like the perfect rag.
It is the perfect rag.
I always fucking use socks.
And
If there's a hole in that sock, it's getting used as a rag.
yeah, and I never like mend. I don't really mend any clothing, to be honest. If like,
Oh, I do.
no, I do not. If
I
something,
mean, and when I say I mean my husband mends it. I
yeah,
don't
see,
fucking sew shit.
so we do mend, but when I say we, I mean my 14-year-old. Like Dea, she mends shit. Like my husband's like, hey, I have a small hole in this. Would you? She's like, yeah. She takes it and she like mends it. Like, good job, you.
This needs a button
Skill
back
set.
on
Yeah,
it.
button. Exactly. Or my older boys will bring stuff down to her. Like, this needs done. And she does it. I'm never doing that because it sounds awful.
I think I could do it. I don't know.
I don't like sewing. I tried. Remember when great grandma, she was our grandma. our kids call her great grandma because yes. But anyways,
it
before
goes.
she passed away, she really wanted to teach us how to sew, and she was like all about it. And so I was trying to be all about it because I wanted to like
Appease her
because why not? Yeah, it's her happy place. Like she was a sewer, like hardcore. So that's great. It's not my thing, and even like I would sit there and she would go over all this shit with me, and I was like, I'm so sorry. I just blanked on everything you just said.
Literally, you've been talking for an hour, and I heard nothing of that.
I heard nothing.
Yeah, I think it's like a focus thing. And that's like, I don't know. I feel like I could like sewing if I could skip over the how to.
I just need to acquire the knowledge, just like touching it.
See, and I don't know why with some things I'm like that, like learning how to fucking use a chainsaw or like sewing. But then like with like cooking and making bread and stuff, I can take all the time in the world to like learn. But it's not like it's hard though. It just comes very easily though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think for some
like
people,
I just like make it, and then I don't have to even like follow directions. And
yeah, I was gonna say
like,
you don't even use recipes.
Yeah, I just fucking like I put the shit together, and then there's like bread, and it's delicious, and you get to eat it afterwards. So like
delicious.
Everything I love
Get in my belly.
So like I don't know what it is about.
I think some people
I don't like directions.
Are pulled more towards things like sewing, like Dea, like grandma, great. Other people like us, not so much, but we're pulled more towards. But Dea also likes to bake. I don't know. My daughter's just totally that person. But
I don't like following directions.
Yes, no, you do not. You have a very hard time with
having to follow directions, and I don't like having
so
to like
we both
stick to
have a hard time with anything authority. We both do. Admittedly so. I'm the first one to admit it.
Yeah.
100% hands down.
I don't even like a cookbook. I'm not fucking listening to you.
I'm not listening to you
fucking
stupid
know.
son of a bitch. You know, I know more than me. How are you going to tell me what to do?
That dish looks like it sucks. Picture's disgusting. I can make it way better. I don't know why we're like that, but we are. So I think that's all it really is. I don't like sewing. At least I feel like you really have to know, like you have to follow the instructions. I'm not an instruction follower. It's very like male of us too, not to sound sexist, but like usually males don't like following. Like, well, if I get a big box of something that I have to put together, like a fucking, I can't even think of anything. Like I got a baby, Shanley's baby something, and it came in all these pieces. I was like, the kids are like, follow the instructions. I'm like, fucking no. Like, this is obvious. Like, we can just put it together. If we have leftover pieces, we'll figure it out.
We're going to take it apart and do it again.
Like, because, like, it's just so weird. Like, why am I following these instructions?
So it depends on how detailed the instructions are. Like my husband puts in a new garbage disposal the other day. I say the other day. It was, like, months ago now. And he doesn't give me any notice. He wants to put a new garbage disposal in. I don't even know we have a new garbage disposal. He just, like, says, hey, can we clean up the area? Can you clean up the area underneath the sink? I'm like,
he's really good at communication.
And I'm just like, why? Like, why am I cleaning that? What the fuck?
Yeah.
You clean it.
Yeah.
And he's like, I have a new garbage disposal. And I'm like, I'm leaving. I'm going someplace. And I think I was actually coming here to podcast probably. And he's like, can you just help me really fast? I'm like, help you do what? Put a garbage disposal in? Like, I don't know what I'm doing. And so, he ends up cleaning the shit out of the sink. Because, like, I'm not doing that. And then we put this garbage disposal in together. It's so annoying. And, like, I really am trying to follow the instructions because, I mean, it's a fucking garbage disposal. Like, I don't know. Like, and it's just so involved. And
so annoying.
My husband is the type who he doesn't want to follow instructions. But then he wants me to read the instructions, but he's not going to listen to what I say. That is totally who he is.
That's me.
We put fans in.
Well, no, I don't even
lights.
want somebody reading them either.
Every fucking time. He's like, wait, what do the instructions say? And he's like, no, I'm going to do this way. Why am I here? Why am I reading these to you? And it was so frustrating. And especially with this garbage disposal, I'm just like, you have to listen.
No.
Mm-mm. You have to listen. And I'm like, do you have the glue shit that needs to go around that fucking piece? I don't even know what that fucking piece is. He's like, no, that didn't come in the package. I'm like, okay, well, then we have to stop and you have to go get the glue. He's like, it'll be fine. It's glue. It needs to be like watertight. It's probably not going to be fine. Fucking, of course, it totally is fine. He's totally right. I'm like,
well, for now.
Oh, no, it's been a while. It's been there. No, it's fine. It is fine. Of course, he was fucking right, which I hated because I was like, adamant that he needed it. And he's like, if it didn't come in the box, I don't need it. And that was like his whole thing. And I'm like, well, it says right here you needed it. Like, you also need a screwdriver that come in the box, you big fucktard. God, we can't. Would that have been fine?
Oh my God. We have issues.
Anyways, irritating. So yeah, instructions. I don't know. I'm kind of like, yeah, maybe I'll follow. Maybe I won't follow them. But anyways.
So
yeah.
I do love adding I like adding new skills that could help me around our house or farm or what have you.
Homestead,
I do
yes.
like it's fun, right?
Yeah.
Like
I mean, if you have time. Yeah.
But like, how fun would it be to like weave a basket?
Okay, so none of this sounds fun to me.
Basket
but again,
weaving?
No, it's
like,
not
and then you
fun.
can make all kinds of baskets and be like, I fucking made you a basket for fucking Christmas. Like,
you're fucking welcome. My hard-earned sweat with that basket. They're like, ew.
it'd be so cool. I think it'd be cool.
Shauna does not give gifts humbly, right? She's like, do you like that? I fucking made that. You better fucking like it. Okay, now you have to make. Oh, we have way too soon before Christmas. You're never gonna make a basket for Christmas. I'm like, now you have to. I want to see you give them out.
I'm making you fucking loofahs for Christmas. Like that's what you get.
I thought your loofah plant died. That's your husband killed it.
No. He tried to kill it. It was
he tried.
attempted murder. I brought it back.
Well, good for you.
Yeah. Everyone's getting a fucking loofah, and I grew those, so basically I made it. So, did it.
I basically made that. That made it. Yeah, and again, weaving a basket sounds awful, but I know that it's just the season of the life that I'm in.
What about like
apparently
being a
I've
potter?
Perpetually been in for the last 20 years. You know, that's just
about like a potting wheel, like fucking like
like Ghost. Yeah,
very romantic.
Very romantic. Super
Where's
weird. By
Patrick
the way,
Swayze?
like if my husband sat behind me and his hands were all gross in my hands, I'd be like, I'm not thinking of sex right now. Is that what I was thinking of? Because I'm not really getting that vibe.
My husband sat behind me, I'd be like, are you trying to poison me? Like, what's happening? I'd be so weirded out. Like that's how our relationship is. There'd be no like
very young
hint
kid.
of like being like, ooh, we're gonna make this whatever. Like it'd be like, ew. Like why don't you have a shirt on? And unless you look like Patrick Swayze,
the clay, it's so like gross and what's happening? Like I feel like we're in like a riverbed or something. And you're just like, ew, like it's gross.
I don't know. I think without all the sex involved, I think it'd be fun to learn how to make like your own like cup. Okay, because like I don't know how you guys are with your cups and plates, but we're kind of hard on ours. We break cups on a weekly basis.
100%, yes.
Like what the fuck?
Well, that's why I don't even like. I just reuse jars.
Yeah, same.
Like pickle jars, literally anything.
Any jar. That's
jelly, like the jam jars.
A cup.
I mean, those are washed and reused and put into the cup cupboard. My kids, they're just fucking jars.
Cups.
And then it doubles if I do need something to actually put something in.
Voila!
Like my daughter and her 50 different slimes.
Oh, yep.
She uses the jars and the lids, so great.
I know.
But I can't tell you how many kids, teenagers specifically, who I love. I'm a big fan of teenagers. They come over and they're like, you know, I'm really big on like feeding people, and so like, you know, whatever. So I'm like, okay, who's hungry? What can I make? What do you want to eat? You look hungry. What do you want to drink? You know, and I give them a cup, which is a jar full of whatever beverage they want, and they're like looking at and they're like, it's a jar. I'm like, good observation. Like, what the fuck,
Sherlock? I'll fucking drink it.
This wasn't a test. Like, what do you?
Yeah,
it's a jar. And they're like,
it throws people off.
They're like, well, why? I'm like, is it a?
It's a receptacle holding your liquid.
That's
so
right. Thank
drink
you. Is it holding the liquid you need to drink? Yes, it is. Great. Why are you complaining? But you know, I don't know. It's just really funny to me. I know
because like you buy a cup.
Most people go
right?
and
you
they buy cups.
I'm
right.
Like, why are you buying that? Like,
see, the only cups I have in my house, no joke, and Mom, I'm sorry if you're hearing this, are from Mom. like not really from her. She didn't give them to me willingly.
She didn't give that. That's why I'm laughing. She didn't gift them. It's because Sherry lives on the same property, and so she'll go up there and she'll get a cup of something. She takes it back down to her house. That's her cup now.
It's not going to be Mom's. It's never getting back to my mom's
going
house.
there.
Even if I have the best intentions, even if she tells me on the way out the door, make sure bring that cup back. I'm getting low on cups. I'm like, yeah, I'll bring it back. It's never getting back.
That's why I'm always out of silverware is because of this bitch too. Because like she literally every time she's over here, her kids on the way out the door always fucking hungry, even though we feed them all fucking day long. They always want something to eat while they're leaving.
So
and so Sherry will take like a plate, and because I never have like paper plates or anything like that, and she'll take like a plate and like a spoon, like an actual spoon or an actual fork. And then my husband's like, where are all the forks and our spoons and our cups and our plates and everything? Like, they're probably at Sherry's.
I definitely don't have any of your cups. But jars, Shauna. I have jars. They're mine.
The one thing I do always like, though, is mugs.
Yeah, yes. We have a lot of mugs because
I don't anymore.
My husband
broke like
my husband drinks
the other day doing
a lot of coffee in the morning before work, and I always like, if he's not with us on vacation, I'll always bring him a mug home because he loves mugs, and so we always have like good coffee mugs, like the really big ones, nice tea.
My husband broke my big mug.
I know, and I tried to give you that one the other day, and Juan's like, "No, I like that mug." I was like, "Shut the fuck up! No, you do not. You're just saying that."
No, I loved my big mug. My husband's like, He's like, I broke like 3 dishes when I was doing the dishes. I was like, it's fine. It's not a big deal. And he's like, one of them was your wolf mug. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Shauna goes from, it's fine, no big deal. Don't even care. Yeah. They're like, are you fucking kidding me?
Because it was like this huge mug.
0
you could
to
fit
100.
so much tea in it and then like drink it. Like, it was like a huge, like, it's almost like a bowl.
That you just did sound just like the Coke commercial. It was great.
It was so nice. It was so nice. Anyways, it's broken. It's dead.
It's
dead. No longer. But we're really hard on things like that. And wouldn't it be cool just to go and be like, I'll just, they call it throwing, right? I'll just throw another cup. But then you need
They call it throwing?
Yeah, you like throw a mug because you like throw the clay onto the wheel, and then, so you throw it.
It's a lot more than throwing, though.
But that's what they call. Like you need to throw.
It's a very interesting way to describe that.
Yeah, it's super cool though. But then like, don't you need like a kiln or something?
Yes, of course.
To like fire it?
Yes.
Because it needs to
fire it. Yeah, because it has to.
How do people that are like, do they just have them?
A kiln?
Yeah.
Probably not. They're very expensive. I guess if you...
Can you make your own? Like,
there's probably tricks to it.
Fire.
There's probably tricks to it. Yeah. If you had something where you could heat
it
up
to a certain temperature,
then it's good to go.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do that. She's like, we're doing it. No, you know what I want my husband to build is just like a wood fire like pizza oven.
I was just gonna say that.
I love them
That's not
so
a
much.
skill set, but like, I mean, it's a skill set to make pizza.
To make the heck yeah, it is, and it's a skill set to make the fucking oven outside.
That's true.
It's a skill. I really want that because you wouldn't heat your house up.
Like
you can make pizza anytime, and wood-fired pizza, like
and then how cute would like a wood-fired oven be outside? You can like sit around, like I don't know.
So fucking cute.
I thought you're gonna like.
It's adorable.
I have like this vision of me that's not really me. Do you do that?
You're like
when you like envision yourself.
There's unrealistic, Shauna.
It's like never gonna fucking happen. It's like I'm never gonna be like sitting out there with like fucking I don't even know some fancy ass drink and my all matching chairs around my wood. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just not me.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. It's nice to think about though sometimes, right?
Yeah,
you're just like, this whole area could be nice.
Yeah, it could. It could.
Oh my God! So speaking of nice, he just turned 18 a few days ago. My son, happy birthday to him. He doesn't listen, so it's fine. So he is a complete neat freak, right? Like I have no idea where he got that from, by the way. My husband's
like OCD.
My husband probably could be OCD, but I just don't let it be. It's just not gonna happen.
She broke him. She broke his spirit.
I broke that of him.
Yeah.
I did break his spirit.
Yeah.
Because like you're living in my house with me. It's not. Yes, it's mine.
Mine.
It's his too, but it's just like if we're gonna live together, like that is never fucking happening. I'm never keeping this as spotless as like your mom would or your sisters do.
Yeah,
like,
if you want that, then you should do that.
You should do that.
Yeah,
and which he does. He very gladly cleans. Anyways, so our son, Lorenzo, he's such a neat freak. You should see his trailer he lives in. Oh my God. So the fence that you put on Instagram, it had like the chair and the ladder, the screen door. So he took a bunch of the hog panel up of the trailer area, and I come home. This was like a couple weeks ago, maybe last week. I should have told you because you should have said something to him like, that looks great. He took all that shit down off that fence and totally redid the fence with the hog panel. And it's so thoughtful. Nice and clean. So thoughtful, right? Because he just hated it because it's exactly what he looks at when he comes out of his
that's like
place.
That's
his
view.
Point, that's
right?
his view. And he's like, I just couldn't stand it anymore. I just couldn't stand it. He's like, it just looks so bad. And I'm like, well, thank you for doing that. That's freaking awesome. But like, it's hysterical. He like totally took it upon himself. He's like, all this shit's coming down. My mom and aunt are fucking batshit crazy. So fucking
That
funny.
makes me really happy. Though.
I know. Yeah.
That's hilarious. Yes, I will say something next time I'm over there. I'll be like, well, I think it's missing a few chairs and maybe a baby gate, but it looks nice.
A screen door. Missing that too. Just the stuff that we had stuck on this fence to
trying
like
to just keep the
keep
stupid
these
baby
fucking
in
goats
and, like,
in was insane.
Yeah,
and we didn't have the panels of fencing, and so it literally looked really bad. It was very funny though, so I was like, you know what, I like it. That's character, people.
Yeah.
And but
character
my
trash,
son,
same.
same. My son does not have share the same opinion.
No.
So he took it down. And now it looks like a proper fence.
Proper fence.
Proper.
That's nice.
Yeah. It was very nice of him.
What's another random skill set besides being a potter or a basket weaver?
You sound like you're about to break into song.
Like a nursery rhyme.
Besides being...
My husband said something, he was like irrigation, and I was like, oh, that's boring. It's not a random skill set that you would want to acquire. It might be like a necessary skill set, but it's not like a random one that would be super fun. Like,
so
something
are
fun.
we 100% just focusing on random, nonsensical skill sets that really don't matter here or there?
It could matter. Like, I made all good points. Like a basket. You use baskets every day.
I'm saying you don't need to have it. So that's what we're focusing on. Skill sets that aren't necessarily required to run a homestead. Okay.
Yeah, because the required stuff, like, you know.
is boring.
It's boring.
Yeah. Like irrigation.
I know. He's like, irrigation. I was like,
Shauna's
what the
face,
fuck?
like he was in here right before we decided on the topic.
Irrigation?
He's like, irrigation. Do you know how many times and she's just looking at him like, what? Like, irrigation? Like, she was so like
no. Like, yes, you need it, but like...
She was very irritated with his irrigation.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, how hard is that? Come on. It's like some PVC pipey thingies and a little...
Much harder. See, I don't deal with any of that shit. Again, skill sets, and I know we've spoken about that before, but that is my husband and my older boys.
I like the basics, though. If something's like broken, you know, you just get the little glue stuff and you put the little cap on it. Like, that's like, it's not hard. I can do that.
I don't know. Could you? I mean, have you? Do you?
I have not, but I could do it.
Well, there you go.
I know what they...
I was like, really? You've done it? I'm impressed.
No.
She's like, no. Silly you.
That's why I got married. Jesus, it's like, I feel like I'm in hell right now. It's like so fucking hot. I'm like, what is happening?
I'm literally melting.
Like, I feel like, yes.
I have like a personal heater. My baby keeps me very, very warm.
I usually don't get this hot, and like, man, oh man, like there's.
I feel like I'm in hell. Right
I do. I feel like, did we move to Texas? Like, what the fuck is happening?
Oh god, the humidity. So awful.
There's so much sweat like everywhere right now. Like, I want to like obviously like it's not okay. Anyways, random skill sets besides the ones I mentioned. Go. That are fun, not irrigation.
That are fun, not irrigation. It's not fun. You know, you might be offending someone. Someone might love irrigating some stuff. So.
Nobody's like, wee!
I get to go irrigate something.
Says no one
Happy
ever.
Days. Margin out there to put your irrigation in. I know.
Yeah,
Said no one
fine.
ever. That's right.
I think people like honest like figuring out, like, he's good with like logistics of things. Like,
yeah.
Figuring stuff out. I feel like some
the
people
layout or shit, yeah,
like that, which like I could kind of get.
Yeah,
I can't. It's hard for me to like see the big picture and things like that. Of like logistically,
yeah,
you know, like when he's like building the treehouse and he's like, oh well, I need this and blah, and I don't mean all the words he said, but like, you know, and I was like, well, you know, I couldn't even like
words.
I was like, draw me a
Speaking
picture,
words.
you know, preferably in crayon. Like, I need to see it for me to like, you know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like an idea. Yeah, for
like,
sure.
but it's weird because I can like visualize other things very easily.
Yeah, like a party.
Like a party.
Or a wedding. Yeah.
Like a party or wedding. Or even like when I'm making something, I know what it's going to taste like at the end. Even if I've never had it before, I'm like, this is what I want it to taste like. This is what I'm going to put into it to make it taste like that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a skill set.
Yeah. It's a great one too because everything's delicious. No one's like, I want this to taste like shit. So what's another fun one? Come on, Sherry.
I don't know. All I can think about is I'm so hot when this is over. I'm like running for that door. I'm gonna stand next to your AC forever. By the way. Oh my god. I can't. I don't know. I don't know. What is fun? I don't know.
What is fun? Besides being hot and sweaty.
Yes. I don't know. Let's see. Fun things.
I think it would be cool. Not necessarily fun, but cool. To learn how to, like, because you can take, like, and make, like, hybrid, like, vegetables and stuff like that, you know, by, like, splicing them.
That's super sciencey.
No, it's not. It's not. I mean, it is, but it's not.
It is.
But it's like, you just need the little, like, you know, like, there's ways to do it. I think that would be a cool, like, skill set to, like, if you are growing something and you're like, this is a good tomato, but it gets attacked really easily by these pests, but this tomato doesn't because of this, then, you know, put them together and make some kind of ultimate tomato. You know, that'd be fun.
I think they would have made it by now, though.
I mean, I'm sure they have, but I'm saying if you could do it on your, you know, with your own seeds yourself.
Yeah.
Like, that'd be cool.
That would be cool.
See?
And some people are very much like their brains work that way, you know, so that'd be super fun for some people. Oh, like welding. Again, like it might be kind of necessary, but like I don't think most people know how to weld, though, you know, like I feel
like it'd be easy. I feel like I could do it.
No, you
yes,
don't.
I could.
No,
so
don't.
With the hat, you know, and like I could do all that. I just basically did it.
I just showed you. I've done it. There. Mark it down my skill set.
You need the little flippy visor thing, you know, and the flamey stuff. You got it. You're good. Can't be that hard. I've done like soldering, isn't that? It's like same, right?
Except wood burning. You do that. That's fun.
Ooh, that is fun.
And you can do a lot with wood burning. It's again, it's not like some necessity, of course, but like you can make tons of like all those cute little signs you see, or like for like the the tops of the doors and what the fuck ever else.
Somebody on Instagram, I think it was Burlap Lace and Pines, and if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But she wood burns like her little signs for like the garden, like the
so cute,
like basil and
yeah,
oregano, and like she like makes them. She also sells them, but like hopefully I said the right person, because shout out to you, hopefully. But they were super cute, and I was like, well, that's a good fucking idea.
Yeah,
if you do have that skill, like wood burning.
And usually on a homestead, you have like tons of just excess random fucking wood laying around. At least with us, that's the way it is. And so whether it's from broken fencing, broken pallets, whatever, and then like winter comes and you end up just like burning it all in like a bonfire. At least that's what we do. But you could use all that, like, or some of it,
We save a lot of our scrap wood to, like, use for random projects. Mm-hmm. Like, because there's always, like, fucking something. You know what would be cool? This is super random. It'd be cool to, like, grow bamboo, and, like, make... You can make so much out of bamboo.
Yes.
Have you seen those people on, like, YouTube?
I mean, they're amazing.
It's crazy.
I don't think I have that skill set.
Yeah. Talk about irrigation. You could totally use the bamboo for irrigation. I know.
Not just irrigation, but they make like fucking buildings out of them. And
yeah,
shit.
They make like beds and houses and like fucking pools and shit. I don't know.
But I'm gonna venture and say if I don't want to sew clothing, I definitely would not want to make anything out of bamboo.
I think growing bamboo would be useful. Like, and I don't even know. Like, does it just dry naturally, or do you have to dry it? Like, how do you get it to that? Like, that it's wood. Or do you strip it?
It grows super fast.
It grows, well, so here's the thing. So it grows really, really fast. But for the seed to germinate, it takes a really fucking long time. That's what takes a long fucking time.
Well, it's fine. Just put it in your little greenhouse. You're good to go.
But it takes like, I forget how long it was, but it was insane.
Well, that's what Aiden and Abby want to use as like a privacy barrier from the roadway.
Yeah, if you got the plants already, those grow super fast.
Yeah,
but to do it like by
the
seed,
plants already like established.
Yeah,
I have like PTSD though from bringing any plants onto the property now. Like after this whole like
your daughter
flower thing that just like took over my tomato garden. My whole bed of tomatoes just like
the bamboo can be used for like staking up your tomatoes, like literally, and it's so like light
it's
and
very
easy.
versatile.
Very versatile.
Yeah,
it'd be super cool. Or making like actual tomato cages, or I don't even know. I want to grow bamboo. I do.
I know. Yeah, that'd be cool.
That would be cool. Somebody put it up around the corner from us, like on their property. I think they're using it as like a privacy type thing.
Well, because it works so well for that.
It's so fucking tall already.
Right. That's
like
what
it's
I mean.
literally like the size of our first story of our house.
That's what I mean. It grows so tall and it grows so quickly too. As long as you get the, like you said, the established plants, like that's what they're gonna do because they want to like I don't know, work on their little area they live in, but like I don't know, all the nosy neighbors. So yeah.
Yeah. What were we talking about before that? I had something else to say and I forgot.
We're talking about welding. Was that it?
Welding's not like a random skill set, is it? Is it random? It'd be fun. I'd want to weld some shit.
I mean, random skill sets. I mean, you could work with your animals and do things like specific training for your animals. Like I've seen people run their chickens through like an obstacle course. Like
that'd be adorable.
It is adorable, and I really do want to do it. I want to do like I want to get like a chicken that I can bond really well with, and then like, come on, do this obstacle course. Jump over this, go underneath this.
It's
do. Very, very cute.
I do want to learn how to crochet. That's not random. It's like a basic one, but it'd be super cool. I want like a whole I want a cape. I want a crocheted cape.
That'd be awful.
Why?
It sounds very hot and heavy.
Well, it's for winter time.
It would look like you're wearing a baby blanket. Like you look like you were unhinged.
No, it's gonna have a hood.
Oh, that's gonna definitely look better.
More of a cape.
I'm gonna be like not affiliated with her.
Not like a. What did I say?
That would be psychotic. You would look really crazy.
I'm gonna get one.
You're not doing that.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
I will not be with you.
Yes, you are.
No,
I'm gonna get you a matching one.
Yeah,
We're
right.
Gonna be twins.
No.
Yeah,
you can get one for my baby. But I'm not wearing one.
Triplets then.
What? I want a crocheted cape with a hood. Like, okay.
Yeah.
There's this lady. You're gonna look at that lady, but probably even worse. There's this lady that and she.
I don't know what you're talking about, but rude.
She walks around and she's always wearing pink, and it's like very like. If I was, is that still going? Okay, good. Thank you, Ronan. Just checking on our video since sometimes we majorly fuck this up. She's always wearing like a. No, I wouldn't call it a baby pink, a little bit brighter than that, but it's always like very old-fashioned gowns. Like she looks like she's like stepped out of some like living history thing.
That's cool.
But she's not. Like this is what she wears on a daily basis. She has a bonnet, like legit like a bonnet with like lace, and it's the colors matching her dress.
She likes it. She's living
and
her dream.
I either see her in Starbucks, like just sitting there, or she's just walking down the road like aimlessly, like maybe something a little off there. Not sure if she knows where she's going. Sometimes I want to ask her.
You should.
But then again, I don't want to even like dip my toe into that, whatever that is, right?
What? That sounds cool.
Yeah, no. She's like, I don't give a fuck.
Live your best life.
Yeah. She honestly probably made it herself. That's what it looks like, to be honest.
You should ask her to make me one.
My sister wants a crocheted cape. Is that within your skill set? Yeah? Okay.
I don't want
to trade you some honey.
Though. I don't want it to be pink.
Yeah, pink's not Shauna's color. Mm-hmm. You know what was really funny? One of our neighbors was like, I like ran into her, my neighbor. I run into her at whatever. And she's like, you like color, don't you? And I was like, I mean, I don't not like color. She's like, you are always dressed so colorfully. Like I was some like, I don't know. At first I was like, is that weird? Is that weird?
No, you do. You do like color. You like brighter
colors. Like that's just what I gravitate towards. Like that's what I wear. And sure enough, I was wearing like that day I was wearing mostly purple. Some days I wear like a darker pink and like anyways, it's so funny. I just don't even realize. And then there's my sister who's like consistently in like black or gray. And that's about it. Yeah. Today you're wearing like an army green skirt, so that's kind of throwing it off a bit. It's different.
Well, it was
browns.
Hot, and I couldn't find this skirt is entirely too short. I would never wear it in public, ever. I used to when I was like in my 20s.
I used to wear that skirt too. I know. I remember wearing that skirt.
Yeah, I love the skirt. I used to wear it as my bikini top when I was like 30 pounds lighter. Now it's probably offensive. I figured like I wouldn't stand up, but I think I stood up in the last podcast. Oopsie. Oh well.
Getting a little show.
Yeah.
Shut up. Oopsie. You're hysterical.
Yeah, I think learning to crochet, I don't think that's like
I don't
a
think
weird
anyone
one.
would be offended by your short skirt if they're listening to us.
Why? I think some people might be.
I think, well, we swear all the time.
Oh,
We
you're
had one
saying
episode
we're
where
offensive.
we're very
Anyway,
offensive.
so if like
We had one
you're
episode
listening-
where we were consistently saying cunt just over and over again for really no reason.
I think that was our best one though.
It started
That was our
off,
best
I
episode.
don't know how it started off, and it was just so funny, and we just kept saying it, and it flowed so well. It was very,
It was needed.
it was needed, and all within context, of course, you know? And it was just,
we're not savages.
so yeah, I don't think anyone would be offended by,
I mean, I guess. But there's like, swearing, and then there's like clothes that shouldn't be worn. I think it's two totally different things.
they're like, okay, words, that's fine.
You're
I'm
like,
drawing the line.
whoa, yeah.
Drawing the line at your panty shop, okay?
Yeah.
Drawing the line there.
Yeah, so if I flashed any of you, I apologize. I am wearing like good coverage boy shorts, though, so I think it's
Oh,
okay.
so who cares?
Yeah,
You're
it's
basically
fine.
wearing a swimsuit.
Those are colorful, by the way.
That's where her color is.
There's some bright blues
Where no
going
one gets
on.
to see.
Yeah.
Well, unless she showed you today. Maybe you saw. No.
Congratulations. Come on, Sherry. We need to think of more skills. We have this, and then we've been failing miserably.
Can't
We've
really
only
think of
talked
anything
about
besides,
basket weaving and potting.
Well, your husband suggested beekeeping, but I feel like beekeeping, and we've had a whole fucking episode on beekeeping. It was just, that's more like a homesteading like thing, like a focus.
Yeah, that's not a thing.
I mean, I don't know. I can only think of things with animals and like just basically having fun with your animals, like the chicken obstacle
You know what would be
courses.
cool? I don't know. It'd be. Have you ever seen the fucking like people make like arbors and stuff out of like natural looking like willows and
Well,
like,
yes, we just did a wedding, remember? And Adam made the arbor out of
Yeah,
fucking
see?
manzanita. It was
that
absolutely
would be
fucking
cool
incredible.
to learn how to do, because like not only could you make like arbors and pretty things for your garden, but you could like make little fences and things.
I know. I was gonna say. I mean, you
Like,
can make
really
a lot
anything.
of things. Yeah.
Like the
And so that we like coordinate weddings like on the side of all of our other side hustles.
we try not to, but we get talked into it.
We get talked into it. We at one point it was like an actual business, and we were trying to like build it up, but it just
And then we're like, we hate this. We don't want to do it.
we
anymore.
love it. It does.
No, we hate it.
It's a lot of work, and the money is not there,
Nobody
and
loves it.
it just Anyways, what
Weddings
we do
are
it is
pointless.
fun.
It's fun. I like the planning, and I like
How much time it takes away from the kids, and if we're not
Yeah.
going to get paid for it, it's just like completely pointless. So, anyways, the last wedding we did, and the father of the bride made this amazing arbor out of manzanita, and you're like looking at this thing like, no fucking way did you make this. Like, it's like,
it was beautiful.
it was absolutely gorgeous.
And
And
all like from manzanita around their
just
property
like
and
it's
stuff.
all manzanita.
Yeah,
Like he just gathered from around their property and just built this arbor like he had some magic wands like up his ass. And you're just like, that's incredible.
It was.
And you're telling him that, like, and Sean and I are both like, wow, you're very, very skilled. He's like, oh no, it's manzanita, just put it here, and nail it here, put it here, and nail it there. You're like, I feel like it was more than that though. But I guess I don't know. I mean, maybe people feel like that about other things though, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like in his skill set, and he just
And
like
he's like, no,
automatically
it's
like,
really
no, it was
easy.
really easy. Just like I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Just like that
what-
loaf of French bread that
That's
looks like
all
you
I
bought
can
from the
think of
store
I'm
that you
good
actually
at
made,
is,
right?
Like fucking like making bread. That's like the only thing that I'm like, yeah, I'm very confident that I'm good at that.
You're like, I excel. No, it was like incredible. And I was like, okay. I was like, you should sell these.
I know, they were so amazing. So that would be a cool random skill set.
Yeah,
that
that
you
would
don't
be a cool random
necessarily
skill
need
set.
on the homestead, but
Yep.
would be super fun, and you could probably make money off of it by selling them.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Like he could make like a good. You
Heck
could sell
yeah.
those for a lot of money, like $150. Somebody would buy that.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure someone would spend more money than that on it, actually. Because I don't know. It depends on how much time you put into it, too.
That's true.
But, yeah, even just to use around your own homestead, though, is very, very cool.
But even learning how to like build with like your natural, like building
anything
things with the things you have that whether it's manzanita branches or what the fuck ever that you have around.
Yeah.
I think would be a cool skill set to like. Even like, have you seen like people build like the rock like walls, like retaining walls and stuff with like the natural rocks? Like even that in itself like would be cool to know how to do. Obviously, I feel like that is kind of easy. Like you just put the fucking rocks together, but you have to place them in a certain way.
Yeah,
it's
definitely not. It's not as easy as it looks though, because you do have to place them in a certain way and like stagger them.
I'm sure there's more that goes into it than just like stacking rocks
together. I mean, we're not like fucking 2-year-olds over here like stacking rocks. That's definitely staying for all of eternity. No.
Because, like, some of those rock walls, they have been around for fucking ever.
Oh, yeah.
You know? And,
yeah.
like...
Our neighbors down the way a bit did a really nice rock wall. It's very sturdy. All from their rocks on their own property. So that kind of stuff, right?
How long would that fucking take? Collecting all those fucking rocks and then, like,
And then stacking them.
And then stacking them and then, like, what? Like, wow. That's a long time.
I know.
Long fucking time.
I know.
Yeah. So
my husband always wants to do that kind of shit, like rock walls, that kind of fucking crap.
Tell him to do it.
Well, he works way too much, and now that our oldest one has been working same company, also works way too much, and so the only one home to do all these things is our 18-year-old and
you,
Lorenzo. Well, I'm not a rock wall builder, and Lorenzo's always like, I mean, okay, he'll tell his dad. And then I'm like, and that means no. In case you were wondering.
No, Lorenzo's good for a lot of things, but he's not like.
No, I would not say he is manual labor.
Yeah.
Not one of his skill sets, and
or
he doesn't want it to be.
Skill set.
Not his favorite. Like he can do it, and he will do things, of course, but he doesn't like it. Like not nearly as much as like Aiden, our oldest. Like he totally is all about. He's like, yeah, let's fucking do it, right? And my husband's all about it, of course, but. I can be about manual labor, but only if it's like I did that pathway from our house up the way to the thing with like little rocks on either side, not little, but rocks. And I collected all those rocks with the kids. Like that kind of stuff. Okay, I'm going to do that. But like building a whole fucking wall, I mean, how long is it going to take us? Are we like talking days here? Because it's not happening. I have way too much on my plate to like.
So I'm the same way. Anything that's gonna span more than a weekend, it's not for me.
It's not for me.
It's not for me. I'll say we need to do this.
Yeah.
To my husband, meaning that he needs to do it.
Meaning he.
But if it's gonna be more than,
I guess I'll put tons of effort into my garden.
But that's true. That's different though.
For me, it's different. I don't know.
It's just different. So Honest had been taking care of the garden while we were gone with the kids doing all their things, for several days. Yeah. He had to like take care of the garden and like there's nobody else to do it. I guess Shanley could, but she has a baby and it's hard and whatever. So he had to like water it and that's basically it. He just had to fucking water it. But he was like, I do not get any joy out of this at all. He's like, I do not.
Noted.
And I was like, that's so funny because like I can like sit out there forever. And I don't know what it is, but like not that I'm like, yay, watering the garden, but I am. But I'm not like, it's not like I sit there and I like to like be in my garden, just in the space.
Yeah.
Whatever I'm doing, whether it's harvesting vegetables or planting things or watering or just fucking sitting there or even weed eating, like I don't mind it at all.
Did you say weed eating?
Yeah. Not like nee, but like.
Oh, I was like, you weed eat?
No, like with the machine. Weeds. I pull weeds. Sorry.
See, isn't that strange? I would much rather pull weeds by hand, and I did that in my garden. You should have seen the garden. You did see it when it was overgrown with weeds before we planted everything. It's like fucking crazy. And what is it?
No, it's okay. Just
okay. But I pulled so many weeds, but I would much rather do that versus like. Taking an actual weed eater.
Okay, first of all, those fucking things are so heavy. Why do they have to be that heavy, by the way? Is that like a necessity?
Well, there's gas in it, and there's something else.
It's way less heavy than my old one was, the one I have now.
The one you have now is way less heavy than your old one? And it's still way too heavy. Because
you're women, and I'm sorry. Don't be mad at me.
He says it's because you're women, and I'm sorry.
Well, Amy loves weed eating. Amy loves... Yeah. Amy, if you're listening. She loves eating. She loves it. Like she got like she spent like a good amount of money on like a good weed eater because she just likes to go out there and weed eat.
Yeah.
That is so odd.
And I like tried it. Like Honest tried to show me and.
Yeah, the Echo brand.
And like I did like a couple like passes, but I was like, my arm hurts. Because
Do you have a strap though?
you have to
can wear?
like.
Yeah, we have a strap.
Well, and there's
Yeah,
like
that really
I don't
helps.
know,
The
and there's
straps
like
help.
I thought it'd be more satisfying.
I do it as a workout. No, it's
You know,
not.
like to see the weeds like be like, here
It's
I
all
am and I'm
satisfying until you
gone.
get a face full of dog shit.
Oh my god, that's so funny. So my husband had to get like a clear little mask thingy.
Oh my god.
Think like welding, but like it's just a plastic one. And he had to get it because like a couple times, or more than a couple, he was weed eating and he hit a pile of dog shit.
Hidden dog.
And like
shit.
right into his face, like not intentionally hitting dog shit, but like, you know, that's like hidden in the weeds, and it'd like fly up into his face. And so after that, he got a mask because he was like, I'm tired of dog shit going in my
Come in.
That is absolutely disgusting.
Ah, it's good times.
really,
it's
really
good
gross.
times.
What you have to do.
Just
But
another
I-
reason not to weed eat.
I know, right? But no,
don't eat it
I
with
did
your mouth
try
open.
it. I did. Yeah, don't eat it with your mouth
Ew.
open. It's a good.
Unless you're wearing a face
So
mask.
gross.
I didn't like it. It wasn't satisfying.
I've never even attempted
I use
To,
a
like,
hoe
use-
in my garden.
the weed eater.
Of
Yes,
course you did.
I use all sorts of things in the garden. I just don't like.
Like a hoe's easy, you know. You just like chink chink chink, you know.
Well, you've got all that hoeing experience.
And you know, I think what it goes back to is again, the weed eater is so loud, and I wouldn't be able to hear the kids over it. That's one reason I shy away from it.
Audiobook?
Audiobook. Well, no, I need to hear the kids. That's my point.
Oh, yeah. Well,
It's a necessity. For,
He's like, I guess.
I hate
I
going out
know.
there and trying to get his attention. He's like listening to an audiobook and weed eating. It's like throwing things at him. Like, pay attention to me.
Well, and you can't even get close to them because like the weeds are flying.
yeah,
They hurt.
It's so
you could
annoying.
just
Yes.
call me, and the things that are in my ears would be wife
Oh,
calling,
that's a good
and
idea.
I would answer.
That's a good idea.
Shauna's like
Noted.
fucking genius.
Yeah, I don't like it. I'm not gonna do it ever again.
I would never expect you to do that.
I did try that one time.
That's fine.
I tried for like 2 seconds. It was super boring
You know
and I
what Yoda
hated
would
it.
say?
It is super boring and I hated it, so not happening.
And you like this? No, I don't. It's not fun. It's
I was
necessary
just
to do.
talking about how you hate watering the garden.
I don't hate it. I just don't get anything from it. Like I
What?
don't.
I-
It's very soothing and relaxed. Like you enjoy
Well, it's
it.
not like I'm like watering the garden, like being like, ooh, it's like meditation for me.
No, but
It's just
like,
like
the entire
watering
time
the
I'm doing
garden.
it, I'm like, God, I wish this was like over. Like it's not like I just so I can go do the things I want to do.
I see.
Well, and I was doing all the things though. Maybe if it was different, if I just had to do like while you guys were gone, like I
Yeah,
was doing the
you had to do
like,
a lot of things.
and on top of working and everything else.
Poor
So-
guy.
Doing all the things. You were
Poor
doing all the
guy.
things.
He was. I did feel
See,
bad
I
for
had-
him.
I had multiple
and plus,
people
he had
doing
to
all my
make his own
things.
food. Almost wasted away.
fine.
He knows how to make rice now.
You always came
I'm
home
proud
to a
of you.
clean house, didn't you? Though.
Yeah. Okay, so that was super special, by the way. And I think I'm going to leave more now because every time we would get home, the house would be fucking spotless. Like mopped, dishes are done. Like
All I did was do
all
things.
because he
Watch
was like by himself and he's all like lonely and he like lonely cleans instead of like, you know, people like
Lonely
rage clean. He
cleans.
like cleans because he's like sad. It was marvelous though, and I loved it.
I
Or
was
you're
trying-
cleaning for your girlfriend. I really don't care, but I'm gonna leave more often so you can do it more because it was fucking fabulous.
Or you're paying for your girlfriend. Either way,
Don't
amazing
care.
for
I
me.
know things
benefited
weren't
me.
easy on you either. I didn't want you to come in to be.
Yeah,
like, have to
that
do all
was very sweet.
That's
He's
all.
all like sweet. I'm just being a bitch.
So my husband had the house clean too,
Sweet
right?
bitch. That's a good tag team for us.
My husband had the house clean too, and we come in, and then like the next day, he's like, you know, I kept this place spotless when you guys are gone. And he's
Yeah.
like, and look at it, ruined.
Oh
And I'm
yeah,
like,
like almost immediately. Like we
immediately,
bring in
right?
all of our
Immediately
shit.
brought it on. Well, yeah,
And-
you have to unload everything, and then the kids are exhausted, and I'm exhausted. I'm not like my feet were so swollen, and I had such a. I'm
also
not doing
pregnant. Yeah,
anything,
yeah.
and so
I was tired. I'm not.
I
Pregnant.
literally sat there for like 2 days doing absolutely nothing, which didn't make anything good at all because me not doing anything means none of the cleaning is happening. And so it was clean. We came home, and then it was very unclean in a matter of like less
Same.
than a day.
Same with our house.
Yeah.
And I almost felt like a little bit bad, but I was like too tired to really care because I was like, eh. Because like it was so perfect, like
Yeah,
so perfect.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
everything
Yeah.
was like where it
Fresh
should
sheets on
be.
the bed.
Yeah, he had like put new sheets on the bed, like the whole thing. You know, it was lovely, and we destroyed it within the matter of like minutes.
Yeah.
But the other thing is though too is that like I'm the one that I cook and I bake and I do all the things, and so I use a lot of the things in the kitchen all the time. The
Yes.
kitchen's gonna be messy, like when I get home, because I have to do all the cooking.
Oh,
and
yeah.
baking. He's not like when he cooks and bakes for himself. Like first of all, he doesn't bake, but like when he cooks for
start
himself,
baking.
You're not gonna start baking.
Oh yeah, I am.
You should do it. You should do
Get
it now.
great at it.
Yeah, I'd be great. That's what I say about everything. Like, I'd be great at that. I just I have to use a lot of things. Like when he makes stuff for himself, he was proud of himself because he learned how to make rice. He uses one pot, He throws something in the air fryer. He just has his dinner.
Yeah. Well, and that's a good point. Obviously,
Yeah.
there's more things. Obviously, when you're making food for multiple people, there's Dea did the dishes. She's been doing the dishes 2 days in a row now. Trish trying to help me
Wow.
out. Yeah, and she does a really good job. She's very thorough. She does not she's a very clean person too. So anyway, she's super thorough, and she's a germaphobe. Spends her time cleaning it and stuff. So she does the dishes, and then it was that same night, and she's like, I just did these. How is the sink full? I'm like, I know, babe. I know.
Get used to it, honey.
Yeah,
Get
that's
used to
what
it.
I said.
And you're a fucking mom.
yeah.
This will be your...
That's right. Your fucking life.
fucking
I
life.
swear to God, half my life is just making
I was
things.
talking into my back the whole time. I looked at
Half my life is making things for the kids, and the other half is just cleaning up all the shit that I made. And I'm not even a huge, I don't cook a lot, but see, my problem is all my kids like different things, and they
Yes.
also eat at different times. And I'm totally that mom who's it's totally fine. I don't even care. I'm not that mom who's I am cooking now. You're eating now. Or you're
I'm
starving.
only that way with my husband. When I make
No, see,
dinner.
I can't even be with Juan because he'll come home at such an odd time, and he's like, hey, do you have anything you can just throw together really quickly? And of course I'm gonna throw together something really quickly. I'm not what do I look like? A cook? I don't cook things. I mean, you're getting a quesadilla, maybe some pasta, a baked potato. I mean, those are the things that you're getting. I'm not making anything else.
Nice.
But so last night he ate totally way after the kids had eaten, and I'm in their kitchen and I have to But yeah, that is
Oh, I thought of another random skill set.
yay.
Making pasta. How fun is
Oh,
that?
actually making the pasta.
that was fun.
Yes.
I did it for the first time actually. A couple weeks ago. Maybe more than that. I don't know. I have no concept of time.
I know. All the fairs.
But
I'm just what time is it? Where are we?
it was amazing. First of all, it's super fun. The kids loved it. Again, something the kids like to do.
Right. Yes. They can be involved. That's so cool.
Yeah, they can be involved. It's just satisfying to apparently I'm just big on satisfying things. It's satisfying to watch the pasta come out of the, you're spinning and it's all yeah, it is like Play-Doh. It's so fun. It's so fucking fun. The
Play-Doh for
dough
adults.
is super hard to bring together because it's such a dry dough.
Right.
It's so dry. It's so annoying to bring it together and you fucking kneading it and you're fuck, I didn't want to work out while I
Why
just want
don't
to
you
make
just
some
use your
pasta.
stand mixer?
Because of how the dough is, it came together at first, but then you still had to I don't know. It was I did use my stand mixer for a hot second, but then afterwards I was trying to still get it to look how I wanted it to or how I thought because I had never made it, so I was I think this is what it should be.
Yeah.
Looks like it. Anyways, it was fucking delicious, so that's all that matters. It was super good, and I always wanted to make my own pasta just to know the skill set. I don't know why, just for funsies, but I really didn't think that it would matter that much on taste because you're it's fucking pasta, dried pasta, fresh pasta. Why would it matter? It matters. It was so much better.
Well, anything fresh is gonna be better.
But it was just pasta. Why? It's just it doesn't really have that much of a taste anyways. The sauce, you're just
Right.
Why does it matter?
It matters.
It totally did. It was
It's
so
like fresh
fucking
bread
good.
compared to bread that's been sitting in the store. Same
I
fucking
guess.
difference.
It was really fucking good, and it's really not that hard. It does take some time to get the dough together, and then but the fresh pasta too, because it's fresh. It's not dried. You can dry it if you wish it, but the fresh pasta, you
If
just
you wish it.
it takes 2 minutes
Nice.
because it's fucking fresh.
Yeah, right. It cooks very, very
It
quickly.
boils super quick.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, because it hasn't been sitting there all dried. And
I don't know if
gross,
that's a random skill set, but it's a fun one. And
It's pretty random because it's definitely not necessary. It's definitely one of those things where if you wanted to, you would be yes, I want to do that. You know what I mean? Same thing with pottery. I would never do that. You know
sounds
what I mean?
fun.
Which one? Pottery?
Yeah.
It does not.
Yes, it does.
It sounds really messy and it sounds really dumb and it sounds like there's a lot of trial and error.
No, yeah, but okay, but the wheel spinning and have you ever watched somebody how quickly they can like make a bowl or a cup or a pitcher.
And do you know how many
You can
bowls
make
and
a
cups that
pitcher.
same person like fucked up and it was all blah, blah, blah,
I
and it,
know.
like
Blah,
flings
blah.
off the thing
I
and then
know.
like
I know, but think when you got good at it, how cool it would be.
I just don't know if I'd want to take the time to get good at it.
I think I'd be great at it.
You say that about everything. You literally just said that.
I do, but I still think I would be.
I'm
I
just saying.
did take a pottery class in high school.
You are not a patient person.
I took a pottery class in high school.
Good for you. You're
And
not a
I-
patient person.
I don't remember using a wheel though, ever.
No, of course we didn't use. No, I took the same class. It wasn't a wheel. You just made something out of fucking clay and it dried like you were a 5-year-old. That's what you did. Nothing to be proud of.
I was proud
No
of it.
fucking
I made like
offense.
this little Christmas candy dish. Looked like a little elf's feet.
Yeah, Mom had it forever.
She still does.
Yeah,
Very
so,
proud of
like,
that elf.
It's just like you made it out of like I said, my 5-year-old could do that. Well, he's 6 now, but a 4-year-old could do that. Like I'm making something out of clay. I'm gonna let it sit here and dry. That's all it was. And you painted it.
Wow, you're really dashing my dreams.
She was like, I took a pottery. It wasn't a pottery class. It was
a
you
pottery
played
class.
with clay. Like
She
a
got a
4-year-old.
Play-Doh class.
That's right. That's right.
You should make pasta though.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to like get all the thingies. To do
All
that.
you need is the little pasta thingy. Pasta maker.
Well, yeah, obviously.
This
I
turny
need to
thing.
get that, obviously.
I don't know where my husband got it, but I was like, I want to make
I'm
pasta, and he
assuming
like got
Amazon.
it for me like immediately, and I was like, that was cool. So apparently he wanted pasta too. But I also made.
I feel like you could really take advantage of that. I feel like your husband, like really enjoys like food. Obviously, like who doesn't? And so when you're like, oh, I want to try this thing. I'm gonna get this to make this food. He's be like, yes, we're definitely buying that. You totally should take advantage of that.
That's
Be
an
like,
excellent point.
I want to try this.
He got like the pasta maker for me like right before the kids started all their shows and performances, and like every day he's like, you haven't made pasta yet. Like when are you
Yeah,
gonna
see,
make
he's
pasta? And
super.
I was
He totally
like-
wanted it.
And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like I get home at like midnight every night, and then I have to like get up in the morning and like do all the shit, and then take the like when
Well,
would
I
I
make
make
them
pasta
in between that time.
Yeah, like
no.
when I'm fucking sleeping. Like what are you talking about? But yeah, that was a super fun. I was actually gonna make some tonight, but it's obviously late, so I'm probably not. But tomorrow, I am. I want to make enough of it and dry it. I think I'm talking. No, I'm good. I'm good. I want to make enough of it and dry it and just not have to buy pasta. Not that it's expensive, but just having my own is cool.
Yeah, it is cool. It is cool. And you know, obviously there's preservatives and shit and all that stuff that sits on the shelves for however many months and
I
years.
want to get good at like, I want to make all the pasta. I want to make like fusilli pasta. Like, how do you make that?
I'm assuming just a different attachment to your pasta
Do you
thing.
think? Like,
I
how did they
100%
used to
know.
make it? I was thinking about like back in the day.
Who cares?
I want to know.
Stop with something really strenuous and difficult.
I
And now
s-
we just have an attachment for a
I
machine.
know, but like, wouldn't it be
I
cool
highly
to
suggest
like
that.
know how they traditionally made pasta? There has to be some technique that's like cool.
You mean
and,
Google
like,
it.
Yeah, I guess.
We'll show you everything. The power of Google.
I know, right? I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna learn how to make pasta
Just an attachment.
traditionally. I made a really good fucking sauce out of my zucchinis from the garden, just because I have like a shit ton of them. Like, right? Everybody does. So much zucchini. So I was like, I'm gonna make a pasta sauce, because like whenever I add zucchini, just like on top of something, like I feel like it gets picked up, but like, you know, no one's like, I really like marinated zucchini and stuff. Like,
I do too.
With
Yeah, I'm
lemon?
a huge
I
fan.
think it's delicious. But the kids don't really eat it. So I was like, I'm going to make a fucking pasta sauce out of this. I totally did it, and it was so fucking good. I was so proud of myself. I don't know what I did now. I can't even remember. I should have written it down, actually. Damn it.
And here's one of Shauna's flaws. Yeah, so she makes shit, and it's like really good shit, right? And you're like, this is so good. How'd you make that? And she's like, I don't know. I'm never going to be able to recreate it either. And I'm like, cool. That's super, super helpful.
It did have zucchini in it.
It did. And she's like, I remember that zucchini.
It did have
that was
zucchini.
in there.
It probably had
Well,
lemon.
garlic.
Oh, it had a lot of garlic.
Yeah.
Had nutritional yeast. I'm sure it had olive oil. I'm sure I could figure it out. I don't know. I like to make stuff.
She doesn't write anything down.
I need to start writing it down. I always tell myself that. Always.
know.
I'm always like, you should just write this down while you're doing
You
it. And I
have
was
like
I'll do
a-
it later.
You have like a mental block about
do.
writing things down. It's strange.
Oh, you know, I wrote something down, though, the other day. What did I write down? And then I used it again. Oh, because I pickled some jalapenos.
Oh,
and they turned out
right.
so fucking good. And I was
Yes,
so proud
they
of
were
myself.
So good.
And I was like, I'm going to write I wrote it down.
Look at you learning.
I know.
It's amazing.
But then I was like, do I even need to write this down? This is so easy. Just like fucking sugar and vinegar.
No, it's good. Because the thing is, I know you think you're going to remember it, but you're
It
not.
literally was just sugar and vinegar and
Well, it's fine. Write it fucking down.
salt and
And
garlic.
that way, when people are like, oh, can I get your recipe? You can just like take a picture of it and send it to them. Boom.
I
there.
did write that one down, even though it was really easy. See, I write like that kind of shit down. I'm like, this is super easy. It's basically the same thing. But those jalapenos were so fucking good. I made Dad some. Did you see? In the
Yeah, I
fridge?
did.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I made
very
these ones
kind of you.
I put way too many jalapenos in this last batch, so it was way spicier than the ones I made before. Which I was like, I shouldn't put this many jalapenos, and I even told myself that. But then I was like, I'm gonna do it anyways.
She's even stubborn against herself. Like, it's really funny. She's like half her brain telling her,
kidneys hurt.
like, I shouldn't do this. And then she's like, oh, really? Really? Is that so? Because I'm going to do it. I'm doing it. Do you see me doing it?
I am that way.
Yeah, I know. It's
Yeah.
very, very funny.
So now I know next time
Very
to not add
logical.
as it's logic.
It's not logic.
It is. It could be.
It's not logic to not listen to yourself when you know you shouldn't do something.
But it could have turned out great.
But it didn't.
Okay, this time. But we wouldn't have known that.
I'm just
See?
saying.
Logic.
You tell yourself things and then you know that you shouldn't and you do it anyways.
I'm like done with this chair. Like my fucking kidneys hurt. We have to get better chairs. These are killing me slowly.
Yeah. 2 episodes in a row, people. We're dying for you.
I know.
Melting in hell, sitting on hard fucking wooden chairs. We are in hell, basically. This would be hell, correct? It's just like,
Well, I mean, beyond being with each other and
aw, that was adorable. Well, wherever we are going, Sean, we're going together. You can bet your fucking ass about that. So, no need to
Oh,
worry.
that's hilarious. Anywho, I think that's it. That's all I can think of is random. If you do anything random that's super fun, I want to know because
We
I
gave him
probably
like 2 things, right? That's
What?
it.
No, we did baskets, potting. Is it called potting?
Pottery.
Potting.
It's not
Potters?
potting. Potting is
Like
something
a
you do-
potter.
Stop it.
Yeah, that's like a
Potting.
that's where that last name come from. Like like Harry Potter. It's like that's where that came from. That name, it came from that they're a potter. That was their profession. It's a potter.
When I hear potter, I think of like someone like planting shit.
No, a potter is somebody that makes pots essentially. It's a potter. I know things.
She's like, I know things. I'm
And
telling
what else
you
did
that.
we do? Oh, welding. Fucking, all I can think of baskets right now. Spaghetti. We gave them
Spaghetti.
lots irrigation. I don't know, it's boring as fuck though. Jesus Christ.
See, Shauna hates that kind of shit. She's like, if it's whimsical, magical, childlike wonder, I'm there for it. Not so much when it comes to all the logical shit that you need, though. Okay, not so much.
Yeah, the things that you should know on a homestead, those are the ones that aren't as fun. The things that are like, you know,
And that's the one Shauna makes her husband do all of. She's like, yeah, go do all those needed things.
whatever. I do all the animal stuff. He doesn't do any of that.
Yeah.
Gardening.
True
Me?
story. Me again.
Yeah.
Me
I
again.
know. I do. When it comes to the homesteading tasks, I feel like most of them fall on me. Beyond like, well, I guess that's not true because when like he does the weed eating,
Yeah.
irrigation, if you will, building of the things.
Building of the things. You're essentially listing everything my husband does too.
Yeah,
I do
feel
all
like-
the animals, blah, 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 blah,
Yeah.
blah, you know.
the
Kid
vet stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah,
Kid
vetting.
stuff.
Yeah. Well, no, Juan does vet
Any
things.
things that have to do with the kitchen, or the garden. That's all me. I feel like it's most of it.
My husband cooks a lot more than I do. But again, he enjoys it and I don't.
Yeah.
I hate it. Loathe. Hate.
That's weird that you hate it though.
Again, I think I hate it because it's stressful, usually because I have like a baby on my head. Or if a young toddler who like needs me and wants me and
Pizza
Mom, come
ovens.
do this.
We talked about pizza ovens.
Pizza ovens. She's like, pizza ovens! Your microphone like some psychopath.
Because I was trying to think. I was like, no, we gave him more things.
I want a pizza oven. I'm going to go home and tell my husband. Like this weekend, you have a job. It's called making a pizza oven. Oh,
yeah, you
and
have
his
all those.
parents are here.
Oh, that's perfect.
Even better.
Even better. You get here. Tell him his mom can make tortillas in there, can't she?
Yes, fuck yeah, we can.
Yeah.
I do
She
love
would
to make
love
my
that.
own flour tortillas. It's
Making your own flour
so
tortillas. I feel like we're just
good.
going to
Oh
talk
my
about
God.
skill sets in the kitchen. But yeah,
I know,
those
so
are good.
good.
And
So good.
easy.
So easy. And
So easy.
ridiculously like, why don't I do this all the time?
I know.
It's because it takes time.
Yeah. Sometimes your kids just need a bean and cheese burrito. It stopped? Our video stopped. God damn it.
Well, the
Well,
audio's
we got
still
most
fine.
of it. Anywho, I guess we'll
I
sign
still
off on that
can't
note.
use it. Yeah. The video?
Yeah, we can.
No, we can't.
Yes, we can.
It's going to look weird.
No, it won't.
They're going to cut us off talking.
Yeah, and then it'll go to a black screen and we'll still talk.
Sorry. That's all you get,
I was trying to
fucker.
make it nice.
I guess. 'Cause we can't seem to get this right.
Okay, so, yeah, that's not in our skill set, okay? It's not in it. Doing the video aspect, not in
Technical
our skill set.
shit. Yeah, for
Not
sure.
in our skill set.
We're,
And we don't want it to be.
Yeah.
And it's good that it cut off because we're like sweating like pigs now. Nobody wants to see that shit. We're all like
Okay.
literally sweating so fucking much.
well, you have
Like-
questions, you can comment. I'm going to wrap this up because I do feel like I'm sitting in hell. So
like
we're going to
Jesus
go.
Christ.
Get in touch with us through Facebook, Instagram, Arcana Homesteading.
Like I didn't think
at
your ears could be
gmail.
sweaty. Like that's weird. Is that weird?
arcanahomesteading@gmail.com. And yeah, and leave a review if you have not already. And we appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And we'll talk to you guys later.
Goodbye.
Say bye.
So
Say bye.
else.